For the past 5 months, Cuba has grappled with some of the most severe economic pressure it has faced in decades. Havana has called it economic warfare being waged by the United States. Pressure that has led to electricity blackouts lasting almost entire days, severe food and medical shortages, and a breakdown of public services. Washington calls it a program of targeted sanctions that it says is aimed at encouraging democratic reform.
Look, Cuba's calling us. They need help. Look, Cuba is a failed nation. Cuba needs help, and we'll do that.
Since January, the Trump administration has sharply intensified what was already the longest-running comprehensive U.S. sanctions program against any country, restricting oil supplies to the island, adding more Cuban entities to a sanctions list, and tightening access to banking and financial services. Alongside all of this, a broader narrative campaign has also been stepped up. Just this past week, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, himself of Cuban descent, released a video message in Spanish.
La verdadera razón por la que no tienen electricidad, combustible ni alimentos es porque quienes controlan su país han saqueado miles de millones de dólares, pero nada ha sido utilizado para ayudar al pueblo.
That message, directed at Cuban audiences, has been repeated by Washington and echoed across many U.S. media outlets, particularly those based in Miami, which is a major center for the Cuban exile and dissident community.
El secretario de Estado se fija en temas muy puntuales. Primero, el Estado cubano ha sido robado.
Many Miami-based outlets, including Radio TV Marti, Toque, CubaNet, and Diario de Cuba, have been funded directly or indirectly by the U.S. federal government, even as Washington has sharply cut its aid budgets. However, influence over the Cuba narrative is not limited to Miami-based outlets. A leak attributed to Trump administration sources was published this past week by the Washington-based site Axios. It claimed that Cuba had acquired hundreds of military drones and was preparing to launch an attack on U.S. targets. The report drew widespread criticism for amplifying thinly sourced intelligence that some warned could be used as a pretext for U.S. military action.